Memory is subjective. Truth is interpreted. Art is dramatized and distilled impressions. Narrators are unreliable. Words and silence can both be violent. People are more nuanced than opinions. Rhetoric is a craft. Trauma is inherited. Stories are sacred. Parting views. On my final morning in my home country, I got turned around on gravel mountain roads trying to get back to the highway. I knew I was in hostile territory. MAGA flags adorned barbed wire fences marked no trespassing. Cameras monitored my passing through, and I was grateful I'd thought to remove the bumper stickers that would have given me away. I caught glimpses of the compound as I drove by, but I didn't slow down. They were sure to be armed. I remember an Independence Day rally the maggots held 5 years before, how they'd surrounded me with automatic rifles, ripped the mask off my face, and taken selfies praying over me while I took a knee and raised a fist. I remember how they sang "God Bless America" while they arrested the only black person there. They had won. They were in charge now, and I had traded bumper stickers for snow tires and started driving north. My parting view of my home country, before I found my way back to the highway and across the border to Canada, was a wooden pallet nailed to a tree, painted into an American flag, but with a cross where the stars belong. Charlie loves complex machines, which he calls kavos. When I took him to see the big pipe organ at Longwood Gardens, he spent hours zooming around, pressing every button, flicking every switch, pulling every lever, and stepping on every pedal, while explaining in perfect detail how each part worked to make music come out. Charlie arranged all the furniture and toys in his room to build a rainbow lightning factory where yellow octopuses battled evil wizards inside black holes. We had ice cream downtown for his birthday. I gave him a figurine he wanted and let him beat me at a superhero arcade game. Jack is a second-born wild child who bears a striking resemblance to me at his age. When we shared a pandemic pod, Jack and I spent our summer afternoons crawling through hedge hallways, sprawling in willow bough rooms, and overturning rocks to look for bugs. When his birthday party had to be moved indoors due to a thunderstorm, Jack and his friends ate an ungodly amount of sugar, tore through the house on an impromptu scavenger hunt involving silly string and a piñata, and took off running through the wet grass in their socks. Every time Jack saw me, he would squeal my name, run over to me, and throw his little arms around my neck while I spun us in circles. Meg is the spitting image of her mother, with her red hair and round freckled cheeks. She carries armfuls of dolls and a pocketful of pebbles wherever she toddles. Delighted to have my undivided attention at the cafe near Jack's dance class, Meg would always try her best to eat an entire chocolate scone and end up wearing most of it, before twirling around and singing to make strangers smile at her. I held Grace in my arms a day or so after my sister brought her into the world. I inhaled that soft newborn sweetness through a tuft of ginger hair and welcomed her to the family. Grace doesn't know me. Meg doesn't toddle anymore. Jack will be getting too big to lift and spin soon. Charlie builds battle robots now, I think. I sent a postcard last month, wondering if anyone was happy to receive it, if my sister would even show it to her children, and if she did, whether she would read my name aloud the way I signed it. What story has she told them when they've asked for me? I wandered into the Philadelphia yearly meeting this spring before last. The meeting house was as old as the English colony of Penn's Woods, erected in the heart of Lenni Lenape territory. 2 red brick stories opened beneath skylights to wooden floors and long benches facing each other around a braided rug in the center. The expectant silence of meeting for worship was punctuated by every sniff, cough, and shift to the rhythm of the ticking wall clock and whirring ceiling fan. I had visited a handful of times before, searching for a way to hold my family in the light while I learned to love them from a healthier distance. I rose to share verbal ministry. A stranger saved my life the other day, I testified. I was standing on an overpass, spellbound by passing traffic below and ready to jump. "What's wrong, Queen?" The maternal voice with a thick Nigerian accent pierced my trance by repeating the question until I finally turned around to see who was asking. I couldn't answer right away. That word queen meant to uplift me, nettled the back of my neck and caught in the back of my throat. "What are you doing, Queen?" she pressed, while pressing her entire body against mine, physically checking me away from the ledge. I'm transgender," I blurted out in a shaky blubber. "My family doesn't accept me. My sister won't let me see her kids anymore because she thinks I'm a dangerous influence." My sister had begged me to please just try to see things from her perspective, I told the meeting, and so I did because I loved her and I wanted to understand. That's how I wound up on that ledge. I continued with my testimony. I hadn't meant to tell the stranger any of that, but she didn't hesitate. "God loves you, sister." "Don't call me sister," I hissed, deflecting her proffered comfort with the most readily available shield at my disposal, that nettling pain of being misgendered even here and now. The stranger still didn't miss a beat. "Okay, brother. God loves you." I exhaled a weight off my chest. Could God really love me enough to send a stranger to tell me so in my hour of need? "Anyway, you cannot jump," she scolded me. "Don't you know you will go to hell?" My head started aching at the memory of the garden hose Mom duct taped to the tailpipe of Dad's car. She had believed in hell. Was she there now? Had I been about to join her? "That's a fucked up thing to say to somebody in my state of mind," I told her. Returning my attention to the meeting house, I concluded I went home and got help, and I'm safe now. But she saved me and then damned me, and I don't know how to hold the contradiction. Quaking, I took a seat on the long bench, my ears ringing through the silence that followed. An elder stood from her bench and came over to sit beside me. Wrapping her arms around me, she whispered in my ear, "You are safe here." I sat in that meeting house for the last time, when the leaves had all let go already, and the ground was brown and cold. I knew that I was saying goodbye, but my friends didn't realize they would never see me again. I sang a hymn from my childhood as my parting ministry. "Here I am, Lord. Is it I, Lord? I have heard you calling in the night. I will go, Lord, if you lead me. I will hold your